Hi, I'm Sharon McNamara from BostonConnect.com. Thank you for taking the time to visit my blog site, my real estate blog site here at Boston Connect. I wanted to take the opportunity today to discuss with you the Homebuyer Tax Credit. As many of you know, the time is creeping up on us quickly, and April 30th is the deadline for that. Many people realize that this is not just for first-time home buyers, and it is for other people as well. For those of you who don't, I wanted to give you the good news. For those who are right-sizing, downsizing, upsizing, so long as it is your primary residence, you are too eligible for a tax credit. Now, first-time home buyers are getting an $8,000 tax credit, while other people are getting the $6,500 tax credit. There's certainly other criteria that you have to meet in order to get these tax credits, and your mortgage professional will certainly be able to help you through all of that. What I wanted to talk to you about is the timeline and the deadline. Everyone's hearing April 30th, April 30th, April 30th. Well, in order to have this tax credit, it's a signed purchase and sales agreement by April 30th, and there's a lot that has to go into buying a home and finding a home before that April 30th deadline. My suggestion is that you have an accepted offer on a property probably by April 20th. You might be able to sneak it out a couple more days after that, but I like a good 10-day time frame in order for my clients to have their inspections done during that time. So that would bring us to April 20th with an accepted offer. During that 10-day time frame, all kinds of things are happening. You're having your inspections. You're having your basic home inspection, and why you want to have that sooner than later in the process is actually twofold. If you do have your home inspection and nothing comes up, well, that's great. You can proceed forward with your purchase and sales agreement. So you get that done sooner than later, and it's one more thing that you can check off your list. But if something should come up, for example, if something should be wrong with the boiler or the roof or an electrical issue, this 10-day time frame gives you the opportunity to bring in other people to look and inspect those items as well. So you might want to have a plumber come in, you might want to have an electrician come in, or possibly even a roofer to give you a better assessment of what those issues are that came up in the home inspection. You also want to give yourself time to have your purchase and sales agreement, the draft, reviewed by an attorney. I always recommend that everybody has an attorney review the purchase and sales agreement. Most attorneys will add a buyer's addendum to that, and that's for your protection. So certainly give yourself some time frame to have that purchase and sales agreement signed and reviewed by the attorneys. So the other deadline is June 30th. That's the second part of the process. You have to be in your home and signed the deed and recorded at the registry by June 30th. Now, there is going to be a huge funnel effect with all of this, just like we had the last time. So bank appraisers are going to be tied up, loan officers are going to have less appointments available for you, home inspectors are definitely going to be tied up. So you certainly want to be doing this sooner than later. I hate to make anybody rush through any process, and certainly you don't want to just settle for a home in order to take advantage of this tax credit, but you certainly do want to make sure that you're taking the right steps and lining your ducks up to make it all work out perfectly for you. You should not pick the June 30th date as your closing date. I just feel as if it doesn't give you time to hiccup or have any bumps or hurdles. If you miss that date, you've missed that date. So you certainly should push it out a few days before that in order to make sure that you do have a hiccup day. So if you have any other questions, there's a lot that's really revolves around it, but just keep in mind the most important key factors here are April 30th, you have to have your signed purchase and sales agreement. My recommendation is to have an accepted offer on a property no later than April 20th, and June 30th is the date that you have to be closing. So I would push that back a few and maybe say June 27th, June 26th in order to give yourself a little time. But enjoy the process. It's a lot of fun. First-time home buyers, this is an exciting time for you, so I hope that you enjoy it. And for those of you who are able to take advantage of not only the great rates that we have right now, but this tax credit of $6,500 for those who are right-sizing, enjoy the process. And if you have any questions, you can reach me at BostonConnect.com.